Wednesday the 3rd. It's about close to 7 p.m. right now, and guess what? I'm at a bike shop right now, and in fact I just came out. So why am I in a bike shop? Believe it or not, I got into a little accident, and it's actually the second time in an accident. First time I was in Riga one time, having the frame over my shoulder, and before I had this particular, see this particular part is 3D printed. I printed it right before my trip, and it was much longer than this part. You see this thickness? It was much longer. So this microphone, I had the frame over my shoulder, just like, you know, over the shoulder, and I was riding on the sidewalk because there is no bike lanes in Riga either, just like in Tallinn. And there was like this kind of like timeable for the bus, and it's kind of like a, you know, kind of like a, how can I say, it just looks like a sign, you know. So as I was passing, there were people standing, and I just bumped into it. So the microphone flies into the air. If you can see, it's got a little bit of character here on the microphone transmitter, and so this thing just broke off. So that was my first accident, but the major accident actually did something to my strider. And what happened was, if you see that truck over there, right? So there's no bike lane, so I'm riding along the kind of like right next to the curb of the sidewalk. I didn't want to ride on the sidewalk because it's all what is it called, like stony, you know, there's stones and stuff like that. There's a term for it, but I'm completely didn't have lunch yet, so kind of tired. Anyways, so I'm riding along, and all of a sudden I see a bus of that size really coming at me fast from behind. So, and I see that he's not stopping, you know, and I heard there's a lot of accidents here in Tallinn, a lot of you know, bike riders get into accidents with cars because the drivers here are outrageously rude, and they don't stop for anything. They just keep on going. It's really like interesting mentality, because as I was talking to Mati, who actually fixed the 8, so if you can take a look, see the wheel now? It's not as bad now than what it was before. So the thing about it is that it was completely, you know, before I went to the shop, it was completely like an 8. I don't know, somehow he did his magic, and he didn't even charge me a dime. So somewhere around here there is one of these spokes was damaged. Like the base of the spoke right there, you see that? Do you notice this part? It's kind of ripped up. So apparently I hit the curb with the wheel, and the wheel just became like that or something. I don't know. Anyway, so I couldn't ride it because it was touching this part. But the beauty of it is it was still spinning because it's not a fork. The design of this bike, I'm really glad that, you know, this is a Strider that I'm riding, not any other bike, because of the fact that it doesn't have a fork. So anyway, I'm running about 4 minutes now, but I just wanted to let you know that the speaker got damaged, but I filmed 2 iDances today, 2 city dances. It's a new project, Project iDance, but I just with a new name. And basically that was it, you know, that was the only thing, and I'm so glad that Mati was able to fix it. And he said, like, oh, you know, in the beginning he didn't have time. Look at the frame flew in the air too, and guess what, the new design worked well, and the mic didn't get damaged or anything like that. And it seems like I keep on dropping this frame on every corner. It's not a good thing, not a kosher thing. So as you could see, there's something going on with the frame, and I gotta do something about that. So basically that's it, you know. I'm really having a good time in Estonia. I was warned by Holger, the couch surfing host that I'm staying with, he said that Estonians are not that open-minded and like kind of, very, how can I say, conservative and introverts. But the project, the Truth Is project, proved otherwise. As you could see, like I've been having no hard time whatsoever, and even filmed the two city dances. That's where people dance and having fun, having strangers coming into the project and dance like there is no tomorrow. I'll see you guys next time. Until then,
we have a duality covering everything.
Yeah.
But everything that is inside the head of people can be measured in threes, and which we use 2 eyes to perceive 3 dimensions, and with the triangle you can do all kinds of interesting geometrical shapes and patterns and so on. There's Mother, Father, Son, Holy Spirit, red, blue, green,
RGB, red, blue,
like make all the colors and like.
So in other words, right, the tools we use are dual.
Yeah.
They have dual kind of a perception, or.
Yeah, the tools we have is always comes in
2 parts.
In like
the
pairs.
2 opposites, or I guess,
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
Exactly.
But they perceive.
They're able to perceive.
They're
something
able
more, like
to perceive something that's trio. That's
right.
that has 3 elements.
Mm-hmm.
I see what you're saying.
And it's even like the whole thing about the pyramids and like the whole triangle thing and Illuminati, shalala.
Yeah.
It's like people trying to obtain something higher, even higher and higher.
Mimic,
higher,
yeah.
and they put this kind of symbolism on top of that, just as a symbol, that there is something more. Even if there isn't, we create it in our heads. We always find a reason, create a problem, and then we use duality to fix that problem. But we come up with this problem in a 3-dimensional scale, or in a wide perspective.
Yeah. Wow, that's refreshing to hear. Thank you for sharing this.
I never knew you were that deep, Chris. You really opened your third eye to me now.
Yeah, maybe that's
I know.
Hello everyone. It is Friday, the 5th of July, and I'm still in Tallinn. This is the last full day before I head out to Helsinki. Helsinki is in Finland, for those who are not geographically inclined. And what I'm learning from the locals here, it seems that people don't really respect the government because it's very corrupt, and it seems like the president of Estonia is his name is Elvis, and he lived most of his life in America, believe it or not, and everything is under closed doors and everything, like none of the government issues that are discussed in the open, so everything is basically behind closed doors, and the citizens of Estonia don't know what's going on, and people, especially the Russian people that I spoke to, one guy by the name Raman expressed his kind of like uneasiness about the government and the fact that everything is kind of I don't know. They say that people lie to them. The people are lied to from the government, and it seems like the government is afraid of the people or something like that, for them to uprise, and and that's basically what I learned as far as what is going on and what people think about political. Project is going very well. There were 2 dancing videos that I filmed. Believe it or not, everyone told me that Estonians are very shy, and I believe I already mentioned that before, but it proved otherwise. I got close to 50 people, in fact I think a little over, because I filmed a little bit today as well. So tomorrow I'm going to Helsinki and I have to cross it over. I can't quite hitchhike over the water because it's about 2-hour ferry ride, and I presume it's about under 30 euros to cross over to Finland, to Helsinki, and that's basically it. My couchsurfing host has been magnificent. There's one thing that I must mention to you guys, that I found, the one of the girls who danced for the city dance project. Her name is Svetlana. She's a very talented artist. So I really see amazing things happening for her. She's only 16 years old, believe it or not, and she's very talented. Very, very interesting. She works in the surrealistic genre, just like me. And what I did is I went ahead and I asked her if there's any art stores around. We went to buy some materials, and one of her drawings that she drew by hand, with pencil on paper, we decided to put it on canvas. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this particular piece that she created on canvas with oil. She never painted with oil, and so I gave her some pointers as far as how to transfer from the little drawing onto a large canvas. It's really big. It's like 70 by 50 inches, and she didn't sleep the whole night. She was painting that particular piece, and I feel a little bit pity because she also works selling postcards on the streets. I don't know if I filmed those girls. They basically dressed in these traditional outfits, and they sell these postcards to the tourists. So that's her job. She's 16 years old, and she gets like really little pennies and everything for all that, and it's kind of really hard to see that teenagers have to go through all these things, but I guess she wants to make a buck. And so what she's gonna do is she's gonna paint this with help of her friend Vika. She's a redhead, not natural, but and very nice girl too, although she's very cautious. She's about 3 years older than Svetlana, the artist, but she's very cautious. I don't know, like she's kind of like I'm feeling a vibe. I'm really good at reading people, so, and I can see that Svetlana is more open and she's more engaging and very enthusiastic about making this painting and everything. But Vika is trying to keep her kind of at bay and like, oh, he's a stranger. What are you doing? Why are you letting him paint in? Yesterday we went to Holger's place, the couch surfer with whom I'm staying with, and I basically walked in with these two girls with all the supplies and everything, the materials we bought. And he's like, next time please let me know, that you're bringing guests and stuff. So, I have to put some brakes on that level, And so they, she started painting in his place, then we rolled it up, and then she brought it to Vika's place. So that's what's happening as far as the art projects go. And I'm really excited for the final to see. So the idea is that when the art piece is finished, she's gonna wait for it to dry and then basically send it by DHL or UPS or whatever to Copenhagen, where is my last destination on this trip. And then, provided the painting is dry, I can just put it in the backpack, trash these t-shirts so there's more space in the backpack, and then put the painting, fold it into the backpack and fly back to New York. So that's the idea. Oh, by the way, why would I want to take the painting that Svetlana painted to New York? The thing is, my brother and I will open the barbershop in Manhattan, and we have paintings in the shop, and mostly mine at this point, but we want to curate all interesting, innovative artists and have a rotation of paintings, and perhaps they could be noticed, like an artist that is unknown or up and rising, coming into the art scene. They could have some good exposure and people could see their art. So that's the idea.
They want people from the same to be in the technical team of this process.
Oh wow.
Yeah, in Michigan. It was really interesting to see people from outside. Sometimes we see the Danish general who are in command coming to the table.
Yeah. And actually, you very rarely get the chance to hear the Burmese general speak,
Yeah.
right? And when you do, it's such a special thing. But when you do, you realize that they are human beings and they probably